Hello, everybody. Welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. How is everybody? I hope everybody's doing fine. And I want to say thank you for taking the time to watch my channel and support me, you guys. You viewers and patrons are amazing. I really love and respect what everybody is doing down in the comments section. You guys are just blowing me away. You know, you're actualizing your dreams. You're living in this balanced, beautiful, charmed state right now because you're not fighting the world and struggling and pushing. You're kind of in this beautiful, easeful situation where you're moving through things suavely and you're having things arrive for you. That's why I wanted to do today's read with fairies and all the beautiful clear crystals today, because you have clear intentions, clear seeing. So I have Arwen's beautiful fairy necklace, and you guys, I have this all in my Etsy store. So if you want to go to my link down below and see these things, I have them all. All my creations are in there. This is one of my favorite. It's just a huge clear crystal quartz, and it is great at magnifying the potential and essences of all the other stones, and it just looks so beautiful. I love this stone so much. And then my last one, this sold as soon as I put it on. It was in the video. This is an Austrian fire crystal, and it's ridiculous. It is just like off. It makes diamonds look depressed when you see this thing. It's like the sparkle and the essence of it is so gorgeous. I mean, check out the photographs of it. I just love these things that when you're in your car or the light hits it, it literally makes these huge prisms everywhere and the light bounces off and it looks totally amazing. I love it. So you guys, you're in for a really beautiful, personable time where you're straightforward. You're able to get things done subtly with difficult people, like who used to seem like a challenge to you because they were either egomaniacal or they had certain aspects of their personality that was very challenging. Your emotional intelligence is really amped up this time of year, all of you guys, because what happens as we approach this 2020 vector, there is this sense of heightened awareness of let's be calm, let's be brilliant, let's be compassionate, right, and conscientious of what we're saying and doing, and more peaceful. Again, think of sort of like the Arwen persona in The Hobbit. It's like everything is very suave and rich and principled and practical and kind of just, you know, scrupulous and genuine and gentle and all of that. It's that energy that we want to permeate what's going on. So any messages that come in from spirit, I have a lot that right now is trying to come through in terms of new people or places that are going to affect you on the highest level. So whatever it is, people that are going to help you ascertain some more spiritual awareness, people that you're going to come in contact with that are going to help you really reach high accolades and achievements in your job. Whatever it is, whatever these messages are, I am going to just filter through because I just felt compelled to grab everything. And I was hearing clarity, clearness. So I was thinking of clear crystal quartz and Austrian crystals and things that are just like fire within ice, because you guys are kind of like that right now. You have this fire within, like you have this demeanor of calm, but you have something that's ready to just jump out of your soul and accomplish and connect on a really beautiful, brilliant scale. And I'm saying I'm so proud of you guys too that are commenting, you know, that your light is so bright right now internally that externally these little like ankle biters are not affecting you. All these little twits out there that are trying to get your attention, derail you, be saucy, bring negative light around you and try to do all this thing. Nothing's derailing you. Nothing is affecting you because you have this broad-minded, clear-headed intention that is super principled to only look for the good, only look for the light, only look for the fire, right? So I feel like light colors are going to be helpful for you right now too. Light grays, soft creams, oatmeal colors, light grays, things that are very soothing too, because you're in this beautiful kind of uncomplaining, warm, well-rounded, romantic phase in your life. And it's going to be, you know, it's going to be outstanding for you. So we have three choices. Arwen's necklace is the Fire Dance. It's also number 33. And then we have Lighting the Way, which is 37, and that's clear crystal quartz. And then we have the Austrian beautiful, it's actually called a white fire topaz, and it's very hard to get a hold of these stones. And I was like, I like to set them a certain way because with the kind of beveled setting right there, you can really see all the facets to it. And I feel like this is all about, you know, being educated. And that's really cool, because the book fairy right now is number 39 for number 3. You guys are educating yourself on what works for you, and you're remembering, and you're not struggling anymore. You're at this beautiful, patient, kind of like discreet avenue where you're like, I'm going to figure this out, but I don't have to have everything on blast. I don't have to have everything on Instagram. I don't have to be everywhere. You know, if I feel complete and whole, everybody doesn't need to see or know everything until I have a little plan aligned, right? So let's see what's going on with number 1 with the fire dance. Right away, if you pull this card, you're in this life phase where you're improving your peripheral awareness, like you're becoming a really objective observer. You're increasing your consciousness of reactions to others. You're increasing your mental, physical, and emotional flexibility, because you have this fire within you to connect, but to connect on a really responsible, ambitious level where you're not giving the game away. You're not playing in, you're not falling into any traps. You have this beautiful self-expression, and you feel true to be yourself, because within all of us is our pure essence. And in many cases, it's a lot more ebullient, it's a lot more fiery, it's a lot more affectionate, it's a lot more adventurous. But a lot of people put kind of like a cap on that because they're trying to reduce. They don't want to seem extra. They don't want to have like that attention on them. But that's what really makes you you. If you feel like dancing in the middle of a supermarket, if you feel like getting a huge full-on arm sleeve tattoo, if you feel like just going out and going to a nightclub and dancing salsa and dancing all night, all that, let that out. It's that beautiful wild child fire energy which wants to come out, you know, that tribal kind of like, let's do this, let's celebrate life in a really beautiful way. And it's kind of you know, it's very healthy because it's a release in the right way. And I do feel like when we dance and we celebrate and we do what we're supposed to do, we get our energy flow going, and it's very healing. Because when our chi is flowing, I definitely believe in all the Eastern holistic medicinal approaches, as well as the shamanic approaches, that it's all, we become ill because our chi and our flow is blocked. We have blockages. That's what causes illnesses. So when we have that all flowing and we feel good and we're in our divine purpose, then we're feeling good. And I can attest to this 100%. I've never contracted a major disease. I've never broken a bone. I've never been hospitalized for an illness. I'm just never sick. As soon as I feel something coming, or my family, because they all have the flu right now, what I do is I see myself in wellness. I do chanting, and I feel all the energy of white light coming down the top of my head and out the bottom of my feet. And I know that I'm in wellness, and that I can heal on a cellular level when I see myself in wellness. And I also do little steps to amp that up, you know, vitamin C, or any kind of supplements, things like that. It's like you have to get a more robust constitution. You can convince yourself by talking to yourself of anything. So when you tell yourself you're well, that you're healing all the time, and that your body can combat whatever comes, that your body uses food as a wonderful, immune boosting system, all of that, it really works. Because people, just think about that. Have you ever just been a little tired and said, I feel tired, and you said that a couple times and you feel more tired, right? Again, it's almost like you're convincing yourself of that because you're saying it over and over. So we have to use good words for ourselves. We have to use words that convince our brain we're feeling good. Nothing is unattainable. We've got everything. Speak very articulately to exactly how you want to feel. I want to feel excellent, high vitality, really resplendent and bold and fierce and all of that. And all of a sudden, watch your posture. Say this to yourself. I am fierce. I am a warrior. I am healing. I am strong. Then what happens is your spine starts to straighten up. Your shoulders go back. You breathe better. Things get aligned. Blockages get released. You feel good. That's your inner and outer, your spiritual, your brain, your logic, your physical, all connecting in the right way. And that's what's going to be happening to you. You're going to have this new kind of pioneering spirit. I'm going to try things. I'm going to do things, go places, experience things. So right now you have dreams and the collective good and illusions. Now this is super interesting. And I was talking about in the last reading, a lot of you guys are going through really, really amazing dream sequences where, again, things are happening. Herds of buffalo, murders of crows, huge flocks of swans or whatever. People, they're chasing you, they're with you, they're showing up, they're attacking you, they're flapping around you, all this stuff. It's really just spirit getting our attention. Go, listen, you have a big life change coming in a really epic way. Your soulmate's coming. You have a big change coming at work. You're going to be elevated, all these things. They can only work on a certain frequency because we could not hear our guides and angels and all of that in the human voice form. We would literally think we were going insane. And I definitely definitely believe that this is part of what used to happen way back for people that got very elevated spiritually and they could translate quickly and it sounded like voices. They would speak back when nobody was around, so people would think they were insane. Like I'm always laughing and talking to spirit in the car because I'll pull out a memory and then, I'll start to channel something and I'll laugh and be talking. I always act like I'm Bluetoothing so I don't look berserko and like I'm Mondo Biondo in my car. But at this rate, I really could care less. But it's one of those things where you're going to understand, you're going to have really beautiful input that kind of like goes through this funnel, and you're able to really take exactly what you need to make you feel good, to feel heart, like heart healed. And you're going to be able to, if somebody comes at you, you're going to be extremely diplomatic about things because you're firm now. It's like you're being your genuine, gracious self, but you're not going to be a doormat. Nobody's going to take advantage of you. Nobody's going to ask you to come in when everybody else is sick, to stay late, work early, to do the chores that aren't yours at home, to, be a dog's body for somebody. It's just not fair. And you're going to be standing up for yourself. And I feel like you do want what's good for the collective, but what's good for the collective is you having rest, you having a break, and delegating the work to some other people as well, right? Oftentimes what happens when we are giving people, we just continually give, but we give to the degree where we're our strength is depreciating because we're giving so much. So this is you about taking that power back and being stronger. So I want to see what some of your messages are right now. So you have open your heart to love, feel unconditional love and support, bridge the spiritual connection between heaven and earth, increased romance. So this is coming your way. You have, if you are in a new relationship, it's kind of going to turn a quarter of increased romance where they're paying more attention. They're being more affectionate. They kind of want to spoil you. You feel like you're on more solid ground. And if it's new, this is somebody that you're going to meet in the very super near future. And it's this vivacious, charming, warm-hearted person that is genuinely here for you, that is like captivated by you, that finds you utterly, and it's a very romantic sort of energy I'm feeling. It's very like courtship, very beautiful, very respectful and wonderful and affectionate. And you're going to be in that phase where you're feeling good and accepting of that and believing it. That's the thing too, not doubting it or any of that. So I feel right now too that you're going to have concrete evidence and proof of this too. Again, say, I am healthy and strong thanks to my belief in my healing and my angels and spirit. And, get as much exercise and outdoor time as you can. Realize the unlimited possibilities and relax into this flow of love and a happy life, because what goes around comes around. You're attracting goodness and love because you literally are goodness and love. So now we're going to see what's going on with the tarot. I feel like you're always giving. You're always, sacrificing some of what you want, and you're always trying to give. So your overarching energy is the Three of Wands. Beautiful. You're looking out over the future. You're really, really trying to ascertain what's going to be the most helpful for your next step in your journey. How are you going to be able to approach a lot of things, relationships, jobs, school, whatever it is you're really trying to focus on? How can you have kind of like a polished principle approach to this to get what you need without being, having to just be like hitting the cement all the time and feeling like it's a struggle or trying, or like it's another job, just to flow with it with ease, to deal with people, not have them be a hassle. Really, you're going to have really beautiful, tolerant energy where people can be some hyped up a-holes extraordinaire and you could care less. You're just like, that's their energy. I'm in my lane right now. I'm being tolerant, but you're going to have these really cool, innovative ideas of how to be courteous to people that don't deserve courtesy. If you know what I'm saying, I feel like a lot of you guys have people just buzzing around you at work that are irritating little wasps, and or at school or something, attention seekers, glory seekers, things like that. It's going to be more funny to you now than it was aggravating, because I feel like there was a time where it was just aggravating to you. So now with the Chariot energy, this is saying what you want, what you're hoping for is coming a lot faster than you would have thought, because what's going on is while you're busy doing your own thing, it is super highly attractive to a whole spectrum of people around you that you don't even notice. Like, you don't even notice how wonderful, intelligent, hardworking, and beautiful you are to them. So they kind of have a secret eye on you. This is on social media. This is you at school. This is you at work, where you literally have this whole group of people that are focused on what you're doing and watching you. And they really think you're a wonderful individual. I feel like Your people skills too with this Three of Wands, looking over and seeing what's going on, is going to be really great. You're going to be able to organize people. You're going to be able to delegate. You're going to be able to trust people to work well around you. Really about managing people well is coming in very strongly. You know, you're going to be able to teach and train people, coach and mentor them beautifully at this time in life, because you have that full spectrum of, you're an excellent orator. You're able to say exactly what you want concisely and beautifully. And, you know, you're able to condense information to very digestible aspects for people. I feel like you're going to inspire others in a very huge way, and you're going to get compensated for this in some way, shape, or form. You're going to be elevated in your job, in your family's eyes, whatever, in your social kind of stratosphere, and gain more kind of like followers and people that really want to be around you, hear you, and be kind of like helped by your beautiful insight, because I feel like you're empowering people. Group 1, you're really doing it in a beautiful way, and part of this is you're listening to these beautiful insights that are coming to you, and you're trusting it, right? We're only really able to instruct others and help them and have a desire to learn and improve ourselves when that genuine big picture thinking comes in, right? Like, I can change this by doing this, you know, some aspect of our life. This is connected to this. It's that big picture mode that you're in, and it's really going to be fantastic for you. And you're going to have great life changes. You're calling in love. You're calling in balance. You're calling in excellent social activities. All of that, again, unlimited possibilities for you guys. Very artistic, very high energy time for you. So I'm very excited, Group 1. Beautiful. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. And thanks for watching my video today. I really appreciate it, you guys. And if you have any topics you want covered, you know, don't be shy. Comment down below, and also let us know if, you know, how this resonates and what you're going through, because I really like to connect with your energy. So that way, when I'm able to comment, like I'm really connected to quite a few viewers' energies because they comment daily. And then it's really strange. I get more and more. Then the readings actually become more and more kind of curtailed to them and what they're doing. And they even say, oh my gosh, I feel like all 3 of these resonated because I'm connected to that energy. So feel free. Don't be shy. Comment down below. We need to classify some data and see what's going on with you people. What's going on? You guys are winning. No, you really are slaying, Group 1. Beautiful. Your pure heart light is really out there, and you're going to be able to manage life beautifully. Again, excellent leader of projects and people at this life phase for you. Beautiful. So now we're on to number 2, and the clear crystal quartz and the lighting the way. Again, this group, funnily enough, I felt right away. Let me pull a couple tarot, because let's get your first aspect. Ace of Cups. Beautiful, divinely guided, supersonic, awesome emotional state. Again, you are a really pleasant person. You normally serve others. You support others. I feel like you're another person who empowers people. You are somebody who can manage people, manage the public, organize people, delegate, get people to team play. You're great at verbal and written communications right now. So if you want anything from a teacher, from classmates, from your work, you know, anybody in your work team, anybody in your family, you're going to work extremely well in this new life phase because you're able to communicate very patiently. You have empathy for what's going on. You're caring, but you are highly, highly persuasive right now. Aces are about a new aspect and prospect of seeing big picture thinking. You're able to really instruct others. You're detail orientated. You're going to want to take risks, and they're going to pay off huge with this Aces. You know, that's money, love, all of these things. Wow, wow, wow. Number 2, you guys, the Magician. When you get both the Magician and you get the Aces and you get the Ace of Cups right here, this is saying that right now you can basically formulate and grid your life out how you want it, because you're in this, like, you're on a super winning streak. It's like nothing or nobody is going to derail you at all. Increased efficiency and everything. Awesome. Like managing of money, budgets, solving problems, anticipating the needs of yourself, your family, others, and all of this. And it really makes you super adaptable and flexible. And what happens is you're cutting anything off before it can even begin problem-wise. You're like a master problem solver. You're going to be super, super like creative in your thinking, and you're gonna be able to manage so much, edit, design, take inventory, research everything. Like all of a sudden you just feel like a freaking wizard, and you're like, I didn't even know I had this. And the reason is you're not focused on anybody anymore. Aces is like one, that's you. Aces is a new way of thinking and beginning. And this is where I feel like I can sometimes work miracles, is even people are like, how did you put out all these videos? How did you take care of that? How did you do all these reads and all this stuff throughout the day? And that's the thing. I have a singular focus on one thing, and it gets the ball rolling. It starts the momentum. And then you get encouragement from yourself from creating this thing that wasn't there before. And it's usually channeled through source. I feel like any creative or masterful decisions are when we have focus and we're listening to our intuition, we're following it beautifully. And then what happens is this great thing unfolds before us. It's a project, it's a communication, it's a painting, it's a song, it's whatever we want it to be. And, and then all of a sudden you have this brilliance in content marketing, right? It's like you're doing all these things and all of a sudden you're like, I want to get this out there. You're able to just manage so much right now. Quality control. You've just got this edge. So in terms of work, you're going to be like setting the new standard, setting the bar, and people are going to be looking to you and being like, wow, this is amazing. And you also, again, are going through a highly persuasive, your power of suggestion is huge with those around you. So you can really bend people to your will. And you're going to, you're going to be doing it very responsibly and really in a way that is helping people because you have light the way. So you're trying to heal, help, and help teach and train people. You're not trying to do this to your own advantage. You're honestly trying to help people get to another level, and you're going to do it really beautifully. And people are going to be so impressed by you that you're just going to catapult into another stratosphere that you didn't even think you could operate in, but you can because you got confidence from doing so wonderfully at what you're doing at present, these step-by-step, little win, little win, little win, and then kapow, you're like, I'm way more capable than I gave myself credit for. Again, when you do that beautiful internal dialogue with yourself that says, I'm capable, I can handle any situation. There's nothing that's beyond my scope when I do it systematically and I don't overwhelm myself. And most importantly, I don't care. I have a singular vision, so I don't care with any prying eyes or any kind of influences around me or any, any negativity or anything. I know what I'm capable of, and it's basically magic, and it's fantastico, and it's basically unstoppable energy to bring you to your places of success. Group 2, really impressive energy. And I just wanted to pull a coin to see who's going to be, what kind of energy. Somebody's coming into your life. I just felt this, and I had these close by. I feel like a Sagittarius. This could be you or somebody with a lot of Sagittarius in their chart is coming, and they're kind of going to be your little kindred spirit, your sidekick, your help. And if this is you, this is just you going on full fire, Fox Force 9, you know what I mean? Like all out, like all guns blazing. You're going to be able to manage anything. Like you're not even going to believe how suave everything seems. Like sometimes you'll sit down at the end of the day and you'll go, there's no way that I accomplished all this and I'm not even tired. Because guess what? We don't get tired from doing too much. We get tired from doing too little of what we love, right? If I don't paint or I don't get to read or I don't get to make jewelry or something, I get tired. Like if I'm watching TV and just like whatever, snacking out or just doing things that are kind of mindless, I get tired because I'm not engaged and I'm not fortified by what I'm doing. When I'm doing reads, when I'm painting, when I'm making jewelry, I can do that around the clock. I have to put my stuff down and go to sleep. When I'm engaging with you guys and looking at your comments and chatting with you, I could do that all night. But knowing that this is the 3D and I have to rest, I got to chill the hell out and get some rest. And you're going to feel like that too, just like galvanized, like unstoppable, beautiful energy. Group 2. I'm loving that for you. Yeah, you're slaying, you're doing it. I love it. So welcome to my channel. If you are new, don't forget to press like and subscribe. My name is Melanie. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. Thank you for all my viewers and my patrons. You guys, your love and support just, it means so much to me. I wake up every day so excited, and I just start researching projects and getting more information, and it's a beautiful blend, and you guys have helped me so much. So thank you, you guys. And all my links are down below if you guys need a private read. Any of my information, my Etsy store, all the stuff is all down there. So now I couldn't wait to get to this, the book fairy, because I'm such an avid book person because I remember being quite young, and I had such a good rapport with my boss. It was at Walden Books, and right away I was brought up to the store co-manager, and I hadn't even been there that long. I was like key holder after I felt like a couple of days, but I am very responsible. I'm not late. I don't call in sick. I take work very seriously, and I also have like an excellent social rapport with people. I care. I read the books so I can suggest them. So I took over the romance section, and it was so funny. I was legit reading, I don't know, everything with these cowboys and cow ladies on it, or whatever you call them. And all of this, the romance covers were so funny. And I was like, all right, I'll take over this section, because it was like a bestseller. It was crazy. So I was like, Danielle Steele, all those, I became like a connoisseur. I knew when the new ones were out. I educated myself. I knew I could tell what the bestsellers were going to be when they came in. A Beautiful Mind, I predicted that they needed to make that into a film, and it was going to be wonderful. And then this other book I got so excited about, it was, It'll Come to Me After, because it's a strange title, but I was like, just like I love books. I love information. I love history, all of that. So right now, this is saying the book fairy. If you have a question about anything, it doesn't have to be a literal paper book. With electronic books, Pinterest, YouTube, whatever. Books carry information. It's very important. If you have a question about something, whether it's scientific, holistic, whatever, there is a book for everything. And now that we can get everything on Kindle, really read about stuff that's interesting in you right now, because I feel like your intellect and your emotional intelligence is expanding at a huge rate, and it needs this data, it needs to classify this data, it needs to get it in, take inventory. It's making designs, it's negotiating with you what it wants for the future. You're really now planning and plotting in a huge way, group 3, your personal path to happiness, your personal path to success, to financial stability, to being really taken seriously at an expert level of something, because you're honing your craft, you're studying, and it really, really matters. Big picture thinking right now, decisive. A lot of you guys are artistic, so you're on that. Again, you have a lot of unlimited possibilities. Relax into the flow of this happy new life, and what goes around is going to come around. So when you know something, you feel solid in that fact, right? Like, I never speak on a subject that I'm not well educated on, because I don't want to give partial facts. I want to be able to know. Somebody comes at me and goes, oh, by the way, that's why when I started studying crystals, any of those things, when I was delving into the esoteric, it's all combined, the astrology, holistic approaches, all of that. It's part and parcel. So I wanted to educate myself. So if anybody was like, hey, by the way, I had that information, and because it's interesting to me, it's not work to learn that. And there's something I've learned too, that when you're really into something, you can hang on and retain that information very, very easily. So this is sort of what else is coming. You have this 9 of Earth energy, which is really beautiful. I love this. I'll hold it where you can see it. You don't have the light. Enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. So if some of you guys are thinking of going off and having either a little side hustle or going to be employed by yourself, you're educating yourself brilliantly, and you're going to know your capabilities and that you can do this. It's one of those things. I did this when I decided, I have all these skill sets, but in the avenues I've been working in the corporate and cafe worlds and all of that, it was using a very small asset of one of my interests. And there's such hard physical work that sometimes goes with that you want to be able to implement what you really love in an overall kind of blanket format. Like, now I'm able to do everything, the life coaching, the counseling, all of that stuff, the reads, and it's all kind of like just worked out beautiful. It's corralled in all of my talents in one area that I'm strongest and I love the most, right? And then jewelry and the healing and all of that. That's what's going to happen to you. You're going to start one aspect of what you're interested in, and then you're going to learn another skill set from that. That's going to broaden your horizon. Then you're going to pull in another skill set that goes with that. So just say you're a tattoo artist or you want to be a nail technician or a hairstylist. All of a sudden you're going to learn cuts beautifully, then coloring beautifully, then whatever, wigs, weaves, all of that, nail technician. You're going to be able to up your game and all of that. I feel like the world of beauty is really expanding, and I feel like a lot of you guys are going to go on to develop your own products, because what happens is when we get invested in a field and we really love it, we care, and it has our name on it, and it's our brand. We really care what goes in, because there's nothing else to back it up. It's not like I work for Revlon. It's not like, I'm like, oh yeah, that's unfortunate that they used baby elephants and rhinoceroses to make this lip gloss, but it wasn't my say. You know what I mean? Like that animal testing. I'm so freaked out when I see some of the things that used to be done regarding that. And I was like, I think in our grandparents' day, they literally just used bald eagle blood for blush. I'm like, what are they not testing? It was so scary, right? So it's like one of those things. When it is your brand and it is you manage it beautifully. You have a lot of caring what goes in. People realize this, high quality products, you're going to be really successful in this, because 9s is right on the pinnacle of making it happen. So you're right on that precipice. You're going to be able to do this. So you also have, I'm loving when we get any of these Earth ones, because Page of Earth is, you're going to appear as well as really be scholarly, dependable, patient, successful in whatever you do. You're going to pull everything out, and it's going to work out beautifully. I love the colors in this so much. I just stare at these cards all the time. So beautiful. So good news about financial matters as well. Wanting to do something more challenging, a new area of study. So, comment down below if you were thinking of that. If something just grabs your interest right now, that you want new computer skills, you want something to do with vehicles, painting, artistic, whatever it is, you want to try something new. I feel like you're really going to be able to have a dynamic switch where you're in charge of everything. Really, you're going to be able to organize people, delegate. You're trusting that you can work well with whomever because you're very diplomatic. You're great at inspiring and motivating others. So just use this tactic of fearlessness that's going to come to you and make it all happen. You really are there. 2020, I feel like, is your year. You're like, wow, I knew that I had these capabilities. I thought, it would be difficult to structure my life around this and really be motivated and focused and be able to do this. But you have this beautiful dynamic energy that's guiding and helping you so beautifully. And you're clear thinking, you're releasing all the mind chatter, you're maintaining courage and self-confidence throughout this whole phase. You're really recognizing your own intelligence, and it's pretty friggin' amazing. And when we tell ourselves, I am smart, my mind is a steel trap, I remember important things. I know what I need to do next. And if I don't, I investigate and educate myself on that, right? That's why I'm sometimes blown away when I go on YouTube and I hear people talking. Sometimes I'm like, they haven't studied this topic. They don't know anything about it. They are winging it beyond winging it. Like, sometimes it's frightening because they're impressionable young people, and I get scared at some of the messages that these whack jobs put out there. It's pretty precarious at times, but I feel that underdeveloped information doesn't need to be out there, right? So, but you are going to be really top-notch, recognizing that you have what it takes and you're able to find out all these little details that really kind of hone your craft beautifully. And you're going to have a lot of ease with problem solving because of this. You're integrating and accepting change, which happens all the time in the business field. You're going to align with your cycles of life, which I have to too. I know when I have to rest. I know if Christmas is coming and I have a lot of jewelry that needs made, if I'm making custom making stuff, I scale back at some other things so I don't have burnout. You're really going to have profound, awesome mental alertness, and you're just focusing on the present moment. And that's part of your success right here, is you're absolutely present and aware of what's going on around you. So you're not suffering fools, you're not distracted, you're just the golden ticket right in there, laser focus, which is really beautiful. So any risks come up, take those risks, because you're winning. You're just winning on an epic scale. So I want to see too, who's going to help you out in this. You have beautiful Capricorn energy. So this might even be your energy, but I definitely feel like a Capricorn energy is coming in and grounding you and helping you and focus you. Oh my God, there's nobody can take care of details and get those T's crossed and those I's dotted like a Capricorn can. I've been married to one for 26 years. There will be hundreds of threads of stuff going on within my business and his, because he owns two businesses and all these things. And he'll be like, oh, by the way, the registration's due on the car. One time when I told him I've got this after I had the kids and he was really, really busy, I got pulled over because my taillight was out. My license, because the kids were now were like 4 and 7. My license had been expired for 3 years and my registration was off. It was like in the 7 Series car that I have, that was gone for 2 years. And the guy started laughing because he's like, how can you not know this? And I'm like, I have kids and I'm busy. And he starts laughing, and Hagen starts talking about how he wants to be a police officer and gabbing. And it was so funny. And this guy was so nice because he could tell I honestly did not even know. And I said, I'm sorry, my husband normally takes care of everything. But now that I'm with the kids full time, he has to oversee everything. And now I don't know about all this bureaucratic stuff. And he was so nice. Like, I remember he gave me like the most minimum fine, because sometimes when we don't have a hand with that and someone go, oh, by the way, this tax is due, this is due, that's due, we get, we can get just oblivious to all those little things, but somebody's going to help you with that. So I feel like you have a helpmate coming in this beautiful earth grounded energy to be helpful for you. So keep an eye out for that as well, because our signs are tremendously beautiful, well-rounded, unpretentious, awesome people. So that is you guys, group 3. Beautiful. So remember, hit those books, hit it in a fun way, go on anything that gives you fun information, Instagram, travel, all those things. That's helpful as well, because you are now providing yourself with the life you deserve because you know that you can do it, and it's really beautiful. So anyway, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. And my name is Melanie, and all my links are down below if you need a private read, if you want to go check out any of my gems and jewels and goodies for Christmas. Come see me on Instagram at SparkWist11. I do daily posts and memes and chat up with everybody over there. There's a lot of exciting things on the forefront, and I'm so happy you guys are capturing them in your magic little butterfly net and just scooping them up, and you're winning really big. So love and light.